Okay, nhớ giống là nhớ giống như said and I know that a lot of people said they were gonna come into this call, but it's okay. I know that Lucy her not tụi họ lựa mua tụi họ đi chào lắm mua, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with however many people that we have on this call. Also, của tụi mua họ còn record, you know. So I'll just replay it later. That way, everybody gets the chance to see it and chance to review this. So it doesn't matter. So I think everybody keep on phone it's okay. But if you guys should have any questions, then now feel free to well, I'm gonna mute everybody just because it's a little bit loud and staticky. Okay, so if anybody wants to talk, please feel free to just press *6, okay? *6, and then you can jump in. So if you're not talking, I want you to kind of like yourself, so that way you can okay. All right, I mute you guys. I'm sorry, but it's a little bit loud. So if you want to talk, just press *6, okay? That way, that's how you unmute yourself. So I'm going to get started. Today, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about how to get started. I know a lot of you guys are very eager to learn as much as you can about this trading, and I will be very honest with you that it takes a lot of learning skills, information, background. It's not as simple as me saying that oh, give you shy not give me upload down no okay. So today more very basic information labani going so I think everybody in this group has a so I'm gonna try to speak a little bit of Monglish, so that way everybody can kind of understand what's going on, okay? Just speak up *6, and then I will answer you the best way I can. But right now I have everybody muted, so I don't know who's in, who's not, and who's all here. So I'm very sorry. Anyways, let's just get started so that way I can kind of give you guys a little bit background on this, and you can kind of understand what you see on my screen. Now, if you are online, you can click on the link and join now, and what you will do is you'll see my screen, so you'll be able to see everything in real time. But again, this will be recorded, so it will be posted into the group, and you guys can all see later. So what I have here on my right-hand side is basically my investment screen or CT, where you see my Panda TS, my trading platform, okay? And what you see on the left-hand side is the MetaTrader 5 or MQL5, okay? You can also use 4 if you want to, or you can use 5, whatever works for you, okay? But before I get started, I want to kind of like give you guys a little bit of information about CT before we go further, because I know a lot of you guys are confused. You're not sure how to work the website, and I'm just going to give you a little background on the website before me run wild with this, okay? So you guys know that as soon as you log in, you see your name on the right-hand side, you see your account number, and you see the balance. And balance the and this morning I was actually trading, so that way Guteli kind of build up, and as we continue to trade later today, if you go down into trade right here, you click on trade, what you'll be able to see is the platform itself. You'll also be able to click replicator, which you can also change or add anybody if you want to add anybody, if you want to follow anybody. This is a very nice thing about CT, is it gives you that ability to actually follow people. So if you see anybody that low profit or their win rate is like 100%, then you guys are more than welcome to like follow Lona. If you see me on their KY, you can also follow me too. But sometimes when you see too many copiers or too many people following, that person becomes unavailable. So you follow Chilai Lona. And you see a really good one, this guy right here, TM. He's actually a good friend of mine that he's also a really, really good trader, so a power trader. And so I follow him too, but you guys can follow him too if you want to. You can see that new call win rate, 79%. He's profit about 84%. If you click on profit, and again, it filters everything by profit. Like here's this guy. He's profit 286%. He's got 20 copiers, but his win rate is only at 59%, okay? So, I mean, that kind of like balances out what kind of people you want to follow. If you want to follow someone that brings you a lot of profit, or you want to follow somebody that has a really high win rate. Here's another guy here. He's got a 90% win rate, but he's only profit 42%. That kind of tells you that the thing na 那种你自己train 弄到黑呢。That's why versus the person who has a very high profit. The thing is, you can see that new trade right? So new profit it's 59%, and that's because new trade but that doesn't always mean that new So you want to see a balance of the two. Okay, this person has a very high profit, at the same time they have a very high win rate too. Okay? That's how you kind of like decipher between who you want to follow, okay? And you can see on the third column, copiers, this is how many people are actually copying Lona. And there is a limit to that too. So I believe that's like, I think 90 to 100. So once your copier is at its max, you will not see this trader right here. So I don't see myself. I know I have a lot of copiers. So I don't see myself. But once a copier leaves, then you see that that person comes right back. Like TM, you see him on and off the list, because there's like a whole bunch of people that follow him and a whole bunch of people unfollow him. But anyway, if you want to follow anybody, you just click on follow and you follow that person. Remember that if you follow that person, if that person trades, you're going to trade too. So you have to make sure that you're ready for that. So if you click follow, let's say, for example, we're going to follow DM now, okay? If I click follow, it shows that how much do I want to invest every time you trade. Now, how much do I want to trade? Do I want to trade, $50 every time, or do I want to trade $100? He may be trading $1 but for you, you may just be trading $25, the minimum, okay? You can trade more if you want to. You just have to copy trader. When you do that, so we're going to do $25, and I'm going to copy this trader. When I copy this, it says you are successfully following DM. So every time DM trades, I will automatically trade $25. So trade I will automatically trade $25, okay? And these are my list of follow traders. These are the people I decide that I want to follow too. So you can see that I follow EB, which is the win rate is 80%. He's made $928 in profit, not dollar, I'm sorry, percent. HY, 11 trades, I copied already. SE, copy 10, lost 22%, and then this person I just added onto it, okay? So you can see like your win rate now, here he's 100% win. So I really like him. SE, okay, 50%. So I don't know, but he's very new. So I'm going to try to watch Shane that. But so far he seems like he's been doing good. He's got a score of 5 stars, so it means he's a good guy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start kind of like show you guys how I do every morning. Basically, before Gubi trade, I kind of like go through all the news and figure out and sometimes you guys see me online, but really Gucci daily because I have Facebook up, but I'm not really on Facebook, right? Unless it's something important, then I'll jump on. But if not, then I don't really pay attention to that. what I do is I try to look at all the news, such as the NASDAQ, Numurica, Ningerica, S&P 500 right now, Ningerica, Numurica, Nijonica. It's important to know because what's going on. It's very hard for you to trade. So don't just automatically assume you're going to jump on and you're trading. If you don't know what's going on with the market, then you don't want to trade. And you guys know that. Trade high school. So I've been trading for a very long time. So kind of have an idea feel and if you can't feel it, it's hard for you to figure out okay? But basically, I'm going to act like everybody in this whole entire room, I know everybody level they've been trading for a long time. They haven't traded at all. And some of you guys have no clue how to binary right? And if you come to my workshop before, you know that for and I think most of you guys in this group have. So it's okay. But if you guys have came to my or come to any of my workshops, I've been trading for very expensive period of time. The good train binary I really really just focus on Gucci focus on other stuff and to understand what's going on, okay? So just so you guys kind of know, because I know so I'm just going to talk like everybody has a, I'm just going to talk like everybody's a W, and you want to follow there what's going on, okay? All right. So I'm sorry. I'm just rambling on forever. I guess today is just not the best morning. It's okay. It's actually a good trading day, so that's a good thing, okay? If you see on my left-hand side on my screen, you can see that that's the meditator. And for those of you that you see that that's the screen where I'm kind of following to see where all the signal is coming from. And now on the right-hand side, you see the CT option dashboard. I'm going to go to standard, trade standard. So that way I can get a chance to see what's all is going on and where can I start trading. What I usually do is I usually go to Hyper. There's all different sorts of trading platforms, but the Panda TS is probably one of the best out there, and it's got a wide variety of different things that could trade on. Say, for example, hyper trades are very quick. They're not like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 2 minutes, 5, 10. High and low is also another one that could be 10 minutes or higher, could be to up and down and go 30 days, and so it's a wide variety depending on the type of asset you want to trade. They have currency, commodities, gold, copper, silver, indices like the Dow, S&P. Then this is probably one of the easiest one of all if you guys ever want to, start trading. But let me tell you guys something, though. One thing about the indices is that you have to start at $50 per trade, okay? You can't start at $5 or $10. So even if I say, okay, high, then I can't do 25. I have to do like $50. $50 is the minimum for the indices, okay? Stocks, Apple, Amazon, Alibaba, Microsoft, all this stuff, and you can see payout on this column, the third column. It shows that how much percentage you're going to get if this settles or expires, okay? Long term, okay? And I know if you guys have talked to Antonio, he talked about putting us into long-term trading. And this is really long-term trading is a good thing too, because you actually have a higher chance of or winning, because with long term, let's say for example you're okay, long term it's going to hit right here, let's say 1.09%. You have a very good chance because it goes up and down and goes up and down. It kind of settles right around the same area after 30 days or 1 day or 10 days, whatever long-term trading is, okay? One touch, there is Okay, there is some available right now. One touch is basically you have to, if you said it's going to touch up, you kind of, this one is really tricky. So you have the the one touch, you really have to pay close attention because I don't really use this. But if you say you're going to touch up and it goes in a new touch, your stocks on the touch on blue line, then it settles or expires, then you win 81%. If you said touch down and you touch call red line, okay, and it expires, then you win, okay? But you know what? It's not really steady unless there's a day that it's going to be very hard for you to figure out how to do more up or down, so you don't want to focus too much on that. Range, if it stays within a certain range, then once it expires, then you get that too. You get that 81% payout. I usually, when I go high, use the hyper because it's very quick and it's easy way for you to like make quick money. And if you're like me and you're aggressive and you're like, okay, I need to make money right now, the second, okay, you're probably more of a hyper person like me. But if you're really laid back and you're saying, it's okay, I'm not that risky, I'm not that aggressive, okay, you may want to do more like 5-minute, 10-minute trades and also high and low, okay? Because those actually gives time to settle and show you at the yellow. Yeah. So if you see here on my right-hand side, it says trade close. Oh, your payout is 0.5 cents. My trader, the people I'm following, is actually trading right now. So that's why it's settling, okay? So it just shows that this actually is a loss, and I just lost however much, I don't know. But it's okay because I'm following them. So whatever they're doing, I'm doing too. Okay? All right. Any questions? Maybe to more questions. Star 6 if you have questions. I know there's a lot of you guys on the line right now. So star 6 and if you have any questions, send them up. No? Okay. All right, so this isn't going to be a very, very long session. It's going to be very, down-to-earth, simple, basic training. If in the future, if anybody wants to have like a one-to-one trading session to get more information, or to really learn a lot more than all the basics that I'm teaching you today, you can also message me and we'll figure out something to do, like a private lesson. But for the general session, it's going to be fairly basic, and it's probably just going to give you guys all the information that you need to know to get started. I may not have time to do all the tricks and all the different things that why I get here, why I choose this, why I choose that, because, over the years, you kind of develop your own skills, your own strategies, your own tricks, and so I'm just going to give you guys as much basic information as I can to help you guys get started, so you kind of have a figure, an idea how you're going to get started and how you're going to trade on your own. Remember, if you don't feel comfortable trading on your own, do not trade on your own with CT, with anybody that actually funds their account $2,500 or more. CT actually helps trade for you. Now, after this month, after the October, starting November, the minimum is going to be $5,000. So just so you guys know that. So if you haven't funded your account, you may want to consider doing that, because starting in November, it's actually going to be $5,000 minimum. Just last month, CT had over 38,000 accounts open, okay? So you can imagine how fast they are growing and how fast they continue to grow. So if you want to get in on the 2,500 and get CT to start trading you, then you may want to start now. If not, starting next month, it's going to be 5,000, okay? All right. So I've already kind of like show you guys how to get started with the CT platform. Again, like what I mentioned earlier is like I have the MetaTrader on the left-hand side, and this is what I kind of follow, so I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to trade, okay? And there are more robust, more ways to really configure the MetaTrader 5, so that way you can get a more, I wouldn't say precise, actually a better idea of how you're going to start trading. Especially what I usually do is I go to hyper and then I go to 60 seconds, okay? 30 seconds is too quick, and sometimes I don't really catch that. sometimes I feel bad I don't use 30 seconds, especially the 60 seconds give me a really good idea of, what the market is going to be like, and gives me time to actually win that trade. So if you look on the left-hand side now, you can see that the white bars. The white bar means it's actually going up. The stock is actually going up. Easiest trend. I'm just going to talk in really normal, simple term, okay? I'm not going to use all the technical terms because if I do that, some of you guys will be confused. So you have no clue. Okay, so if you actually see the black bars on the left-hand side, that means that that stock is actually going down. Okay, so when you see that it's going down, it's in another sense, if you want to trade on any of the black bars, then you would put a put on it. If you want to trade on any of the white bars, then you would put a call. Or in the Panda TS, you would say high or low. Okay, high means up, low means down, of course. Very simple. Especially don't let this color here, this trader trend, trick you, because sometimes it's not always right. Okay, the trend actually tells you how many people are actually predicting that it's going to go down, and 29% predict that it's actually going to go up. Okay. All right, so to the left-hand side again, what I usually do is I go to File, and you can also go to mql5.com and get this chart from here, or you can actually download the actual app and use it on your computer. And you can see I have a pretty big computer screen, so I'm able to actually put the CT platform, the Panda TS, and then also the MetaTrader in one screen. If you have a tiny screen, you may want to have two screens, or you may consider, getting two screens that way. Okay, so what I usually do is I go to File, I go to New Chart, and I select the Euro USD. That's probably the easiest one, okay? When you select that, it's usually showing you by hour. I usually click minute M1, which means 60 seconds. It's going to correspond to over here. If you do 2 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, okay, you want to make sure that you correspond, call it M1, M5, M30, whatever. If you don't do it that way, then you're going to see the two screens are going to be completely off, okay? Also, what I do is I zoom in very close too, and of course, I keep on the candlestick. For those of you that bought the candlestick, basically this is the Japanese candlestick. You can Google that, look it up, and learn a little bit more about the candlestick. That way, you can because I know everybody came to this session because you guys want to learn how to trade. That's why you came to this session. So I don't want to focus too much on the very, very simple stuff what things are called, okay? Because I feel that even though this is very basic, this is more basic of trading, not very basic of what the terminology is. So that way, and just for me starting and getting you guys all started, it's already been like 26 minutes. So you can see we're just losing time in trading. But right now, if you look on my right-hand screen, you see the CT now. You see this right here, this kind of like a steady trend. Okay, this isn't a really good time to trade either because it's so steady that it's kind of like a heartbeat of where I say, you always hear me say, very volatile. So you can see that very volatile. Trade. Now here it's actually forming kind of like a mountain. It's going down right now. And if I catch this, this is actually a good time to trade, okay? Actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until a blue candlestick before I start trading. Because if I don't do it that way, what's going to happen is it's going to go back and forth. My trading is going to be a little bit skewed. Now you're probably wondering, well, when do I know is a good time to trade? Okay, you see right now it's going up, right? So if I would have said high at this moment, when it started right here on the bottom, I would have won no, okay? So it's really good. You can see how it's very important to have the two screens up at all times, so that way you kind of have a figure out what you're going to select, whether high or low. Also, I know you guys are probably thinking, well, can you do this throughout the day? You can, but you know what? it's probably not a good thing. Best time to trade is probably 5 in the morning all the way till noon. Okay, when it gets to noon, it gets very volatile. Like the signs here are all the squiggly line here. It looks like a heartbeat, so you don't really want to trade at that time, because it's not steady. It's very volatile, and then if you trade at that time, you're going to be you won't be able to catch all of the signals or up or down. You won't be able to catch that, so you want to stay away from that. You can sit here and watch throughout the day because sometimes you might catch a very good signal, and sometimes I do that. I have it open all day, so I'm still doing other stuff, but I have it open, or I'm walking around the house doing other stuff, but, I leave it on. So that way, if I walk past, I might see something that's very good, and I'll be like, okay, I want to, trade, or I want to try this out and see how this works, or if this is a good signal or bad signal, whatever. I get a chance to see that. So it's a good idea to keep it running. That way you have an idea how it's good. It's a good time to trade or a bad time to trade. Actually, best time is probably 5 in the morning till noon. Late at night is also okay too, because at that time the market starts to settle. It gets really quiet. So if you trade down, you seem to win a little bit more at night. Okay? Anybody has any questions? *6 if you have questions. Okay. All right. So then let's get started. You kind of have an idea of where I'm going with this and where I'm starting. What I do is I usually, like I said, I watch the trend. Right now it's kind of like forming a mountain. I look on the left-hand side to see if that candle is actually forming down, if it's forming a black one. Yes, you can change the color. I know you guys asked me that question before. But if you download it, you should be able to change it. But here in the actual screen or real time on the web, I don't think you can change color. I haven't really tried changing color here. But if you download the app, you should be able to change the colors, okay? All right, so you can see here it's actually forming down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click down. I look at that, I watch. I'm probably going to do just $5 trade, so that way, and this is a real trading account. So you guys are not watching a demo. You're actually watching the real thing. I just want you to know that. So if I lose anything here today, I'm actually going to lose money. So hopefully I don't lose anything, and by the end of this session, then maybe we'll get up to 1,000. You can see how people who are really good at this, how they can make thousands of dollars every day, But you might, right now you're probably thinking, okay, why, in that case, why doesn't CT trade all the time? It's because they don't have good trends at all times. And they have a lot of traders, but they also have tons of customers, so many customers that they have maxed out their replication, so that each trader can only have like a certain amount of followers. So if, say, for example, if anybody wants to follow anybody, then or if they're linking all these clients into them, there's a limit to that. There's a limit to that before the system crashes and slows down. And you can't be 1 second late, because if you're 1 second, one blink of an eye late, you just missed that signal, and you're probably going to lose, because I was trading earlier and I missed it by a second, and I lost that trade, okay? So that's why it's very important that you can only limit to a certain amount, and that you have to make sure that you catch it right at the right time. Okay, so you can see here on the left-hand side, there's actually the signal is just, it's up and down. It's not quite settling. So it looks like it's going up. Actually, I'm probably not going to trade on this signal, because it's not exactly sure where it wants to go. So just by watching it, I can see that this trend is going to go up, Nana. It's actually going to go up. That's my prediction of it. And like I said, after a while, after you've been doing it for so long, then you figure out how they're going to get. So even here, this is going to go up. So if I say hi and I do, let's see, $5, I'm going to do $5. I'm just going to wait for it. Oh, it actually went down. Okay, hold on. I'm going to wait for it just a little bit. See how much it can go down. I want to hit it when it's like right here on the bottom, because if I don't hit, oh, good thing I didn't buy this one, because it actually went down. I want to hit it right where it starts, not because if I don't hit it where it starts and I'm actually hitting above or below, then I give it more room for it to go the opposite direction. So if I would have hit it right here and I went up, I would have lost this trade. But if I would have went down, I have about maybe a good 27 points. 7 points that I'm in between that I could potentially have won if I have clicked down. Okay, so it looks like it's going to go up, but here it's not settling. See, you see how it's not really good to just keep you don't want to just like pick and guess and choose because it doesn't work that way. I know sometimes it looks like that. It looks like you're just gambling and you're like, okay, up, down, but really it's not. It's actually skills because you want to be able to understand all of this before you kind of like choose if you're going to bid high or low. And the one thing, like I said about CT, is they can't just go sit here and keep trading up and down because they can make mistakes. And if they make mistakes, they're going to wipe out your account. You'd rather not lose. You'd rather win a little bit than lose, okay? Just so you know. But once you get really good at it, it's here's a good one. I'm gonna. Oh, actually, no. This one isn't really good because if you look here on the left-hand side, the bars are actually kind of like not really settled. They're kind of like up, down, up, down, up, down. They're not really settled. So you don't want to trade in something like that. Let's look at the next one, maybe GBP USDC. Usually these are kind of like similar. If they're going up, they're all going up together. If they're going down, they tend to go down together too. That's what I noticed too. Yeah, this one is not good either. This one is probably better right here. But of course they're all going up. So you see they're all going up. Okay. Oh, yeah. See, this one's good. This is a good one. It's going to go up. I'm going to do $5. Okay, you see how I got it right when it starts right here. Okay. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to open this up so you guys can see. Okay. All right. So if you look on the right-hand side, you see that it's gone up 7 points. So I caught it right when it started, right here on the base. It's actually going up, see? So it looks like I'm going to win this. $8 is the payout. That's how much I'm going to win this. Remember, this is 60 seconds, okay? Hopefully it doesn't go down. It seems like it's going up. Like 79% said it's going up. So I'm going to win this. 4 points. Oh, no. Don't go down. Oh, I won. Okay, so it closed, and I won this. So you can see my money is going up. So it was actually at 663, but the people I was following actually lost a few trades, so that's why it went down. Anyway, so I'm right back up here. I'm going to watch this. This is actually an okay trend now. It looks like it's going to go down. So I'm going to click down just to be on the safe side to get ready for this. As soon as this new candle actually starts to form, I'm going to bid on that. And I'm going to start at 25. And I think it's going to go up because usually what it does is it actually forms a mountain. So you see it's forming a mountain right now. Yeah, it went down. See, it went down. Oh. Okay, so if I would have bid, I would have won at this one too. I was a little bit too slow. I was still talking. And that's what happens when you get old. When you talk, your eyes don't really focus on it as much. Oh, it's going to go back up again. You see how it highlights every time I click down, it highlights on the bottom. When I click up, it highlights on the top. That means you're up, you're bidding high. Okay. It's actually going to go up. Now, if you guys have questions, just press *6 and jump in, okay? I want you guys to ask me questions because I know right now it seems like all of this is like really new to you, and it's hard when you are you did ball hang, like you're very advanced, that it's hard for you to kind of like go back to very easy kindergarten and kind of like teach it from there. So forgive me if sometimes I talk too fast or if I'm saying some stuff that you don't understand. Just, jump right out, star 6, and ask me anything, okay? Or you could even ask me a question. You can enter it into the chat. You can put your questions in there. So if you have questions, then okay, just ask or just type in your questions, okay? Okay. So I'm going to watch it. I'm watching it right now. I got to watch for the next candle. I don't want to just like bid on this candle right here. Look at this candle right here. And you can see the numbers here are a little bit off, Nana. They're a little bit off, and you're probably thinking, oh, yeah, they're about two numbers off, which is okay. They're never going to be very perfect because they're two separate, different platforms, but the good thing is this is actually giving you a leeway. Like, this is a little bit faster, so if you can catch it on here, you'll most likely win on the Panda TX. And it's a trick. I don't think they know that. Actually, it's okay. I kind of told you guys the secret, so that's a good thing. I probably hold this training like maybe once, twice, and I'm not going to do too many of this training simply because it does take up a lot of my time, and not every minute or every day is going to be a good day to trade. So sometimes I can host a time and it's not a good day to trade, so I don't want to have you guys just kind of sit here. If you want like a private lesson, message me and we'll figure out something. Actually, for me to give everybody a training lessons or a weekly webinar, it's not really because remember when you guys joined CT, you actually joined CT. You didn't join me. Okay, you didn't join me, join CT. So I'm just giving you demos or training or webinar as a courtesy to kind of like help you guys get started. So hopefully maybe if we have like a whole new group of investors, we'll have like another session. But for me to just kind of like do this every day or every week, I will not do it. So if you guys want to do anything more robust or more in-depth, more private, message me. We'll figure something out, okay? All right, let's see. See, it's already been 40 minutes. We haven't even done much. We won one trade. Okay, it's going to go down. I see this actually starting, so I'm going to invest 25. It's actually forming. This is probably not a good time to trade either, simply because it's kind of like a bit more volatile than I expected, but it seems like it's actually going down. But then again, you see here the trend says it's actually going up, so I could be losing. It's me on this left-hand side chart versus all the other traders. So, but I'm going the opposite of what they're going. Oh, it looks like I'm going to be winning. So here I'm at 559 now because the one trader that I'm following is losing. You see that? 559, it was 6 something. But anyway, I'm winning. So this is actually this was a good trade. Going back up, but it's okay because it's going to settle. It's going to expire in just a few seconds, in 2 seconds. 1. Okay, see? So I'm back up to $600. Maybe I shouldn't be following them. They should be following me. So if anybody's following me right now, they won. If you look here on the left-hand side, it says these people have earned whatever amount. If you see me show up, you can always click follow too, and then you will follow me too. Actually, you want to make sure that you have a separate account. You don't want to use your regular CT account, because if you do that, just in case I do a very bad, I have a very bad day, you might lose too. I don't want you to lose. Okay. All right. So the trade closed, payout $0, and that was the people I was following. Oh, maybe I shouldn't follow them. Okay. So here again, it looks like it's actually going up, but I'm going to wait until a new candle forms. I don't want to follow this candle. So you can see it can be very easy once you know how to catch all of the candles. And it looks like it's going to go up. Well, actually, it's black, so it looks like it's going down. It's going up. My gosh, I'm going to wait. Okay. I'm a little slow. There we go. Okay. So I actually said it was going to go up. 70% also said it was going to go up. So it looks like it's going up. But you can see here, it's kind of like a heartbeat. So you want to try to stay away from trades like this. This was a risky trade right here. I'm only 1 point above my line, so I may or may not win this trade. But hopefully it stays steady. Oh, you see? Yeah, see, it's like a heartbeat. Oh, it actually went up. This is good. This is good. Looks like I'm going to win this trade too. So you can see that it forms kind of like a mountain. It dips down. What you also want to do is look for trends that they are like what it was previously. You may want to like go back and see all the previous trade today trends, see what the lowest point is. So when it hits this lowest point, you kind of know it's going to go back up. Or if it's like at the highest point, it's going to go back down. Like here's the highest point so far at 1.0982. And I won that trade. So look at that, 629. Okay. So it looks like it's going to go up, but I'm going to wait for the next candle. You don't want to just like pick this from halfway, because by doing that, it can potentially go up or down. Like this one is actually go down, so I'm going to say down. But because it hasn't quite formed that mountain yet, I'm not really sure. Okay, see, it's going right back up. You see what I mean? Yeah, see? That's why you want to kind of like wait a little bit. Sometimes waiting sucks too, I know, but it looks like it's going to go down. But then again, it hasn't formed a full mountain yet. It's probably going to go up. But in a situation like this, what you want to do is kind of wait, write it off until new form called mountain. And here's the side of the mountain. See that? Here's the side. So it's probably going to go down in just a little bit. Remember, you have to wait for this candle right here on the left-hand side. As long as it starts forming a black mountain. There we go. See that? See how it's starting to form that? I'm not going to trade right now, but I'm going to show that to you so you guys can see what it's doing right now. It's forming that. See, it's forming. You see the mountain is forming? Okay. So if I would have bid on this, I would have break even. Oh, yeah, it's forming the mountain. You can see that. See how important it is to actually have the CT platform on at the same time as the MetaTrader, because that's actually helping you. See, if I would have bid low, I would have won this trade too. Sometimes like this, you're like, darn it, why didn't I bid $400, right? This would have been a really, really good trade. You would have won a lot of money on that one if you traded. Kind of crazy, huh? So this is what Kay does all day long. She just sits here and just like watches the chart. Of course, I kind of like switch in between all the other ones too. I don't just focus on this particular one, but because it is the first one, I just wanted to kind of show you guys. So if you look here, if you would have trade it here or here, you would have won. If you would have traded right here on the bottom, you would have won too. So usually how it goes is usually just it forms the mountain. So when you're right at the base of the mountain, you want to kind of like bid high because you know it's going to go up. When you're right at the tip, you're kind of like, okay, it's going to go down. So you kind of bid low. And that's probably like the easiest trends to catch. Here it is. It's forming another mountain. 67% it says it's going to go high. Usually when this is like 90% or higher, I usually go with the trader trend. But if it's anything below 80, I don't pay attention to it because it could potentially go the other direction too. I know it looks very easy, but when you actually do it and it actually settles, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, huh? Okay, so it looks like it's actually going to go up. It's going to form another mountain. That's what it looks like. But I'm going to wait for the next candle to form before I decide to bid high or low. So I'm going to watch it. Oh, see that? It's actually going down. It's forming another small mountain. Okay, now we're going to wait until it goes right back up. And then we're gonna bid low. It's forming this mountain. Usually I notice that when I do better down. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm trading here. Okay. This is why it's so important that you can't just like look at my screen and do your own screen, because if you're 1 second late, like I'm a few seconds late. I'm actually 4 points late. I'm 4 points late, so hopefully it goes down. See, I'm 4 points late, so hopefully I win this, but I doubt it. It looks like the mountain is actually forming up. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's going down. It's going down. 74% says it's going down. But it's actually going up. That's why I said you don't really want to follow all the traders, because all the traders were trading up like me too. They all trade down. 74% said it's going down, and I contributed to that, so that's why it's 74. So I just lost that trade. So now I'm going to try to recover that, and I'm going to say low, because now I know that this is actually forming the mountain. It's probably going to come down in just a little bit. So how I'm going to recover that is probably because I'm probably going to trade a little bit more so I can recover that. If I do 50, I would earn $86, but I have to wait until a candle is actually forming low, the black candle, okay? But it looks like it's still going up. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, it's still going up. Still going up. Okay. Yeah, it's not settling yet. It's not settling yet. You have to wait for that to form. Have to wait for it to form. It's not forming yet. It's about to form. It's leveling off. You can see it's leveling off. So it's about to go right back down. But then again, the market may be doing well. So if you would have did your homework and you would have studied and you knew that the market was doing well today, it's probably going to go up. It's probably not coming down. So this is where all that information that you study in the morning or all the news that you're reading comes into play, because you think, or based on looking at the MetaTrader, it looks like it's going down. But you know what? It's probably going up because the market is probably doing very well. It looks like it's going down. So I'm going to wait until it hits this top point. I'm going to invest. Okay. So I just traded $50. Hopefully it settles and I want. Oh, okay. Looks like I'm going to win this trade. It's actually going down. This mountain is actually settling. So this is why it's important to sit here and watch all day long, because you can't just keep pressing the button and trading every second. It doesn't work that way. You really have to like watch it. 10 points below whatever I thought it was going to be below. So hopefully I have 26, 22 seconds, 20. Looks like I'm going to win. It's holding steady. 12. I can potentially lose it. Oh, 24, 34. Okay, I'm going to win. Pretty cool, huh? Woohoo! I'm back up to 631. Okay, so now you can see how much effort, how much work is put into this just to win a little bit. Especially, you know what? If I would have did $500 on that hand, it would have been a huge payout. If I would have won $400, I would have won $688. So sometimes when I go crazy, I do like $500 in trade, and you can see I'd make about $860 if I would have traded that at $500, right? But because you can't come and make that at $600, you don't want to trade $500. That's crazy. You'd be crazy to do that. But if you win, that's not crazy, right? Okay, so that's basically what I do every morning, and this is how I figure out what I'm going to trade, and this is pretty much kind of like the basic of what I think you should know and what would ultimately help you get started. I know sessions like this could be a little boring, but when it's money, it's like, oh, when you're actually doing it, it's not boring, okay, because you're actually earning, you feel the adrenaline, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose this money. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get this money. Okay, any questions? 5 minutes left. I can't believe we spent an hour on this. You can imagine how much time I actually spend on this. Okay, and this isn't probably the best time to trade, but if you're bidding down, you're probably going to win because it looks like it's going down. It looks like it's going to be going down for a while. See? Yep, it's all going down. So if you're trading down, you're going to be winning quite a bit here. Just wait till it gets to the peak up here. You see how it gets to like one of these peaks and then do low. Okay. All right. Any questions? 5 minutes if you guys have any questions. *6. Any more questions? No questions? You guys are good? This was easy, right? This is so easy to earn $80, right? Because I just earned 80, 90. I've been winning, but the people I've been following have been losing for me, so it's like averaging out. Actually, hopefully by the end of this week, I can take this back up to like 5,000. That's kind of my goal for the week. Today is Tuesday, so we'll see how I can get there. If I can do, and you want to set like goals for yourself too, okay? You don't want to just like keep doing it because you go crazy. I know I spoke to somebody and they're like, well, you know, my biggest problem is I can't seem to control myself. And I get it. I'm like that sometimes too. That's you. You have to be able to control yourself. You want to say, okay, today I'm going to hit 1,000. Like, I'm going to bring this balance to 1,000 today. And when it gets to 1,000, stop there. It doesn't matter how good the trading, the market is. Close your computer. Shut it down. Do other things. And then tomorrow, bring it back up another 1,000, okay? So my goal is like $1,000 a day, okay? That's my goal. So I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna try to make 1,000 today, and then tomorrow I'll try to take it up to another 1,000. Now, remember, there are bad days and good days too. So you have to pick your battles wisely. You don't want to just keep trading every single time. With every single bar that, or every single candle that forms that you start trading, you don't want to do that. Okay? You want to wait until you see that mountain. You want to wait until you know that, you know, it's going to settle down or it's going to expire up now before you actually take that initiative and trade, okay? So look at this. It actually looks like it's going down. So if we would have traded down, we would have won. Okay. So basically that's it for today. Maybe I'll try to kind of like show you guys one more time next week, Monday or Tuesday again. And then we'll go from there. And if anybody is interested in doing more like private lessons, then you guys can message me and we'll figure something out. Especially, I know this can be overwhelming for some people, And sometimes hyaluronic acid is hard for some people. Sometimes hyaluronic is very hard for some people too. Everybody learns at their own pace, their own level. Okay, I think that's it. I'm going to trade for the rest of the day. Hopefully I can get this account to $1,000. So if you guys see me over here and you want to follow me, you can. If you want to start your own trading, open a demo account. Or, start with $500 or $250 and then trade $5 or $20, $25. Then hey, don't take your regular trading account and trade it, because you're going to get mad if you start losing, and you're going to wipe out your account. And it's not going to be Kay's fault. It's not going to be CT's fault. It's going to be your own fault. Okay? All right. So that wraps it up. I will talk to you guys if you guys don't have any other questions. Any questions? No questions? Okay. All right. I'll let you guys go. You guys have a great day. Thanks. You guys do the same thing too.